This is it. The last game of my rookie season. Kind of hard to believe. These 82 games have gone by in a blur. I know we're on the outside looking in when it comes to playoffs, but that doesn't mean I can't go out and give it everything I have one last time. So here goes nothing.
.36 seconds left in the first quarter. On the court right now for the Pacers. Fresh in at point guard. Mahimi is out there with Turner. Then there's C.J. Miles. And it's Stuckey in at the two-guard spot. And he gets it to go.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Free dishes to Miles. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
That free throw, no good. That one is no good.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley. Hey, talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear.
I think I had that all my life.
And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong now in Dallas after their quick exit from the. John Henson's checked in for Monroe. Miles Plumlee comes in for Jabari Parker. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Vasquez in for Jared Bayless. On the court for Indiana, Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Turner is out there with Mahimi. And it's Fresh in at the point. Stolen by George. And here we go. George head.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
You know, if you're looking to build a small forward and there wasn't a LeBron James template, you might go with PG, Paul George. Height, length, athleticism, that combination off the charts with him. And he's got a nice, unflappable demeanor, too.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Fresh in their last game against the Knicks was just a man on a mission. He ended with 11 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
3 seconds left, and slam dunk by Henson.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
Yeah, talking about Paul George, a big part of his dominance, his attitude. He doesn't yell or pump his fist. He's really the quiet assassin.
Yeah, once he maxes out in the weight room, which he will, now that he's in his mid-20s, I think he's going to be an Adonis. I mean, exactly the kind of physique you're looking for in a prototype at the small forward.
Lets it fly. Here's Mahimi. That's good.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless. Shooting 100% in the quarter, they've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunities.
Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Henson.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Stuckey into the lane, and a wide open look for Freak. And it's off from three-point range. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. A shot by Carter Williams, nobody around. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 5 assists in the game. Now here's Freak, guarded closely. Beyond the arc. Tries to keep it alive. It'll count. And no good trying to get that one. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Pacers out in front.
Kevin, thank you. Here.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given. Milwaukee. Henson's checked in for Monroe. Miles Plumlee comes in for Jabari Parker. Vasquez, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Carter Williams. We've got Antetokounmpo. Jared Bayless is out there with Vasquez. Then it's Miles Plumlee. And it's Henson in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And Bayless kicks to Antetokounmpo. That ties it up. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points here in the second half. Freak with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Here's Fresh. That misses off the backboard.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
And in college, guys, Miles Plumlee had an unusual competitor at his position. It was his younger brother, Mason. I mean, they actually had to compete against one another for playing time.
Greg, going back to those Plumlee brothers you were talking about, there is competition. And then, Clark, you know, there's this friendly rivalry that'll always exist.
Yeah, the brotherly competition, if you will. They have similar bodies and share some of the same attributes as well. Drafted in back-to-back years, both toward the end of the first round. Yeah. A lot of parallels.
A lot of similarities, you're right. Stuckey drives inside. Pass to Fresh. From deep. Plumlee with the rebound.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backboard.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Here's Fresh. No good with the triple. Bucks leading by 3, and here they go. Here's Bayless. They get the rebound.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Fresh, the pass to Mahinmi. For the 3. Fresh can't get it to go. So for the Bucks, their last game, a loss to the Magic in Orlando.
Yeah, and that was a night where they just didn't seem to be the type of team that we've grown accustomed to seeing. I mean, it was more about them being individuals on the floor than the collective unit.
Guys, I think it was simply a vacuum of leadership. Nobody really gathered the team and tried to rally them or pull them together. You know, that was most disappointing about the loss to me.
That's good. Here's Antetokounmpo. 13 points in the game. Pass to Carter Williams. Gets it off. No good on that last second attempt there. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard fight. And the Bucks with some changes. John Henson comes in for Greg Monroe. And Miles Plumlee's subbed in for Parker. Turner's checked in for Indiana. Fresh comes in for Hill. On the court for Indiana. Fresh, he's in at point guard. Paul George is out there with Allen. Then it's Ellis, and it's Turner in at the center position. Last outing for Indiana, they won that game against New York. Nails it!
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
Count it!
He can be a matchup nightmare if he can get it in the paint.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kevin. Jason Kidd was just going over the plan with his team. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
Milwaukee making a switch. Parker's checked in. Now here's Carter Williams, defended by Fresh. Now here's Carter Williams. It's off.
And trying to come up with a highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Time expires, and we're going to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. And the Pacers start off with the ball. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Bucks, the dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. And it's Henson in at the center. Antetokounmpo with the ball. George picks him up. A 3 ball. And it's good. 24 points for Michael Carter Williams.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Allen dishes to Freak. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Carter Williams against Ellis. Henson with the screen. There's the double team with Allen. From 10 feet out. Pacers with the rebound. It's extra time here. Just over a minute into overtime. Outside, George. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. And it's now 23 points here for George.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Milwaukee making a switch. Monroe's checked in.
Crash the glass.
So a close game sees Indiana take this one. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, Clark, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Looked to me like the amber light on the gas tank didn't quite come on. They still had enough fuel to get across the finish line comfortably.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
I'm alongside Paul.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our George Hill.
Shot over 50% from the field in the game, a testament to how hard he worked to all.
And that'll do it for our coverage of this year's final regular season contest. It has been a wild ride.
I know money isn't everything to you, Freak,
And I find it hard to say this, but I've grown to respect that in you. You're a man of conviction. But it's my responsibility to point out the consequences of that way of thinking. Now, for you, winning is everything, but winning isn't something you could do alone. It requires excellent, or at the very least, competent coaching, contributing teammates, and God willing, good health. And we all know that's not a guarantee. Now, the reality is you're not in control of any of those other factors, but if you, as the star player, fail to win and deliver a championship, you will be held responsible. You will be scapegoated, you will be villainized, and you will be punished accordingly. So when you say to me that as a free agent, all you care about is being in the best position to win, I understand what you mean. But again, that's not only up to you. Now, I'm going to call my guy at Apollo Jets. I'm going to get us a private plane for this tour. I promise you, you're going to love the free agency experience. Now, your relationship with Vic has unfortunately cost us in some of these negotiations. We had 10 teams interested. We now only have 3. But thankfully, you wised up when it came to Vic. Have you been in contact with Vic? Yo, freak, look at me.
He still has one of my cars, Dom.
What did I tell you about the L word?
The L word? What is...
Loyalty. I don't know what kind of hold this Vic has over you, but it makes me scared. You're a free agent for the first time in your career, and the only person you need to be loyal to is you. You need to be an FOF. You need to be a friend of Freak. Let's forget about winning without appropriate compensation and loyalty that hasn't been earned and isn't deserved. This is a tough business, Freak. We need to be tougher. Come on.
CC?
Woo, Lord Jesus, I was about to blow a gasket. Okay, Freak. Now, there are very few options on the table, and I want you to explore them all before making your final decision. Whatever you decide, it needs to be an informed decision, not an emotional.
Simple life, no American Idol, but I get by. Wish I could tour with fifth wheel bus. Back to the real world, time to wake up, smell antifreeze. The land with big brothers bad to me. I got a blind date with destiny. I'm Mexican with an amazing race I get to be. Must stay out wickedly perfect, you're not a factor, making me nervous. I'm a survivor, collapsed on the planet deserted. That's the word like a $10,000 pyramid scheme. Changing the face of the game like the Swarm medical team. Lead troopers, a league of supreme. Rest your luck with sleep, go home, the biggest loser, huh? I'll have the last laugh like the last comic standing. Make it the band play as you walk up stage empty-handed. And I'm taking home America's next top model. Back to the bachelor pad, show us some... Feed me, do the dishes if you need me. Everybody's so emo, everyone expects emotion. While I'm holding on to long-term solution to that notion that everything must go, be shown off, be bad, be thrown into the lions as if the crowd cares. Some are born like us, most are born like them. Some will live to the fullest, some will die in the system. Just trying to live them out, see I am the missing the choir.
All right.
It is for this reason above all, I decided to choose the Indiana Pacers.
Good choice. Good job.
Talent they have on that team, they're going to win a championship this year.
You think so? You know what that means?
I'm gonna get you.
Cha-ching!
I love it.
I know.
Yes, my man. All right, son. Congratulations.
I've been running.
3 letters, M-A-X, baby.
Dom, we trust, baby.
Dom, we trust.
Let me see this contract. Let me see this contract.
I gotta call. I'll be right back. I gotta call finally. Yo, fool, where you been? I've been trying to call you.
Mr. Freak?
Yo, who's this?
This is Officer Vasquez with the 9th Precinct.
Officer Vasquez? What did Vic do now?
Mr. Freak, there's been an accident. Look, we're gonna need you to come down to the following address as soon as possible.
What kind of accident? Put Vic on the phone.
I can't do that, sir.
No, you're not hearing me. I want to talk to Vic.
Look, sir, we need you to calm down as soon as you can.
No. Hey, listen. Put down the phone, and I don't want to hear it get picked up until Victor Van Leer's on the phone.
Give me the phone.
Put Vic on the phone.
Mr. Freak, Mr. Van Leer was killed in a car accident.
What's going on? Give me the phone.
The car he was driving was registered to you. We were able to identify him from the
Listen
flyers
to
in
me.
his possession.
Freak,
I don't want to talk to you no more.
Freak, give me the phone. Hi, excuse me. Hi. Yes. This is Cece. This is Freak's manager. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, yes, look, we're gonna need somebody to come down and identify Mr. Van Leer. Eyewitnesses say that he was involved in a car chase. 2 cars were chasing him, and as the chase escalated, he eventually lost control and crashed. Look, I'm really sorry for your loss.
Hello. Outside of the deceased, was anybody else injured?
Vic died in a car accident.
What?
Yeah, they said he was in a car chase.
No.
Freak, I'm sorry. He died.
I'm so sorry, Freak. Freak, I am so sorry.
Sis, all started here.
Yep, right here in the dome.
Yeah, when I was all about living the dream.
Yeah.
And knowing to be some nightmares.
As Daddy always says, all that glitters ain't gold.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss my brother Vic, though.
Deep down, he was a good person at heart, but he was never quite right. Something was always off with him, even when we were little growing up.
I know.
Salutations, I am Sharonis Jackson, portraying the role of Frequency Vibrations, aka Freak. I am from the Inland Empire, California, Philadelphia born, just showing love to everybody out there. That's a FOF.
Hello world, it's your boy Wade Wilson, aka Vic Van Leer, Basquiat, and FOF, friend of Freak. Hey, I was born in Oakland, raised in Richmond, represent all day. Love y'all.
What's up, world? My name is Michelle Mitchenor. I play Cece. I'm representing Jersey. Shout out to my people on the shore and in the city. I'm now residing in LA, living the dream.
What's up, family? This is Gina Breedlove from Fort Greene, representing the Republic of Brooklyn, New York. I play Miss Martha. I wish you all so much love and peace.
What's up, everybody? My name is Arthur Richardson. I play Mr. Pete. I'm a GI soldier. That's Gary, Indiana, for those that don't know. And remember, it's not just a game.
What's up, y'all? My name is Anya Engel Adams, aka Yvette Ming Ching, and I'm originally from upstate New York by way of South Florida, representing for all the independent ladies. And just let them know we got our own, boo. Mwah.
Al Palagonia, born in Brooklyn, New York, raised in Queens, New York, reprising the role of super sports agent Dom Pagnotti. That's right, the man, the myth, the legend, the king, #1, the best. You see this watch? That's diamonds and platinum. Gold, forget about it. Silver, forget about it. That's like speed and power, and that's what I have. I'm the best, and I will represent you. Freaking and vibing, freaking and vibing, freaking and vibing. Go 2K16, yeah, boy!
Yo, hear me clearly and hear me good. I am Paul Garangelli from Petaluma, California, also known as P-Town, home of the Butter and Egg Parade and Mocap Madness, and I play the team owner.
Hello, my name is Spike Lee. I hope you enjoyed our NBA 2K16 feature film, Living the Dream. Dolly, a little faster, a little faster. You know I'm on the dolly. This is my signature shop. We had a great time doing this. And as I said before, I've never done this before. It was a very great learning experience for me. Worked with a great group of people in front of and behind the camera. And you know what? I want you to see everybody work on this film. So crew, come on in. Keep going. Keep going. All right. Freaking and vibing. Freaking and vibing. Cut!
You always know.
Welcome to your second NBA season. Now that your career is progressing and your brand is growing, you will be challenged with managing increasing demands off the court. In between games, you'll have decisions to make on how to spend your off days. Will you refine your skill on the court and work on increasing your attributes in live practices? Do you want to earn fame and extra money by partnering with global brands? Or would you rather establish personal connections with some of the game's most influential personalities, which bring with them a variety of rewards? The choice is yours.
Come on with it. Come on.
Welcome. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, two teams start fresh for their first game of the season. Both squads believing this will be a great year. Tonight, we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, they're facing a tough environment to tip off their new season. On the road, they'll have a lot to contend with as they try to go after win number one. They'll need all of that energy and excitement they can muster to cut through the noise of this crowd. And of course, Freak playing here tonight. You've probably heard his story by now. Lost a friend of a long time in the off-season. Very tough to deal with, obviously. How hard is it going to be for him to get his focus back, Shaq?
It's going to be tough, Ernie. He lost someone that he knew for a long time.
And just before the game's championship ring is distributed to the players by NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. And a proud moment indeed for this team and their fans. Luol Deng. Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Mahimi's checked in for Turner. Hill comes in for Allen. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. And Fresh subbed in for Hill. On the court for Indiana, Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Mahimi is out there with Hill. And it's Fresh in at the point. Well, a bit of a tragic note for Freak. He'll be playing this season after the loss of a longtime friend over the summer break.
Yeah, that's hard to hear, and certainly going to be difficult for him to work through that. Going to be on his mind all year. Never easy to go on about business as usual when you have that kind of heartache and loss.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the first. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Miami trailing. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin, I spoke briefly with Eric Spoelstra. He said that one of the players they're keying in on defensively is Rodney Stuckey, adding he loves to use his size and his strength to play bully ball inside and get himself to the line. We've got to be physical with him without fouling. Guys, that'll take discipline. We'll see if they can strike the right balance on defense.
Thanks again, Doris.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg. 3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Well, Heat leading by 3. Some firepower, Clark, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air of confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Winslow dishes to Stoudemire, and that one's good. Stoudemire's got his first points in this one. Pacers trail by 5. Here's Fresh, and once again off the mark by Indiana. Miami's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Stolen by Winslow. And here comes the break. Here's Dragic. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
That's his first personal foul.
Free throw good. Dragic.
2.
And so he makes both from the line. So it's the Pacers now. They trail by 7. They need this. And he hits the triple. 3 points there on the shot from Fresh. Fresh has got 7. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream. Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help, Greg, but love for his... New group in for the Heat. Amari Stoudemire. He's checked in for Whiteside. Wash comes in for Joe Johnson. Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Dragic in for Richardson. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Chris Bosh is out there with Winslow. And it's Stoudemire in at the center position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. In the corner, George with it. Here's Mahimi. That ball's nice feed that time from George.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
It does. They're playing with a little bit more bounce in their step and trying to close this gap.
Bosh against Hill. It's deflected. It's stolen by Mahimi. Outside, George. To the paint. Here's Hill. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And it's now only a 1-point Heat lead.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Stoudemire, the pass to Winslow. Inside, here's Wade. Makes it off the glass. Wade's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Freak kicks to Stuckey. Here's Fresh. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Dragic. A very nice season for him last year. 5th in steals, and he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And as you pointed out, Greg, I mean, he was top 5 in steals last season. Just a lethal combination of great physical ability and mental preparation.
Wade against Stuckey. Wade kicks to Bosh. Wade outside. Outside Bosh. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
The score now all even.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Stoudemire, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw no good for Stoudemire. Now, Freak. The 3. In the first half.
Give it up for your Heat.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. On the court for Indiana. Fresh in at point guard. C.J. Miles is out there with Hill. Then there's Ian Mahimi. And it's Stuckey in at the 2 guard. That one misses. Heat have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Dragic with it. Picked up by Stuckey. Dragic kicks to Richardson. And Johnson now top of the key. Hits the jumper in space. Johnson's got his 3rd basket of the night. Pacers trail by 3. Stuckey outside. Pass to Hill. The dish to Freak. And that one's good. Fresh has got 11 points.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Dragic kicks to Stoudemire. Out to the wing. Outside Dragic. And it's sent back by Hill. Here is Miles. Richardson covering. Mahimi dishes to Miles. Indiana moving the ball around. Hill passes to Fresh. For the lead. And it's Johnson with the rebound. For Miami, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
Stoudemire kicks to Winslow. To the paint. Here's Dragic. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Dragic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Out to Stuckey. And a wide open look for Freak. Offensive rebound. Puts up the baby hook. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. To the inside. It's stolen by Hill. Here's Ellis. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Richardson. No good.
Give it up for your Heat dancers.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter. So the Heat with some changes. Amari Stoudemire. He's checked in for Bosch. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. And a change for the Pacers. Fresh is checked in for George Hill. D-Wade out there with Johnson. Then there's Whiteside. Then it's Stoudemire. And it's Winslow in at the three. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And there's the feed to Stoudemire. Connects!
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Here's Fresh. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3. And a big play there to mute the crowd.
Yeah, that one kind of took all of the life out of him there, Kevin.
Hey, guys, the only noise we're hearing now is coming from the visitors' bench. You had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making it.
George, that's a two-pointer. No good off the back of the rim.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
So he can't get either to fall. That shot.
I don't believe what I just saw right there,
And so the big win by Miami.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan player, Luol Deng. His veteran leadership was the key factor in this game. His years of experience. And And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal.
It was a great game for you, but not enough to pull out a win. Do you think you could have done something different out there?
In hindsight, yeah, I'm sure I could have. But that's not the way things work. We just got to be better prepared next time out, and I'm sure Coach is already hard at work.
Feel to not pull this one out.
It hurts. You never want to lose any game, but one like that when you feel like you could have had it, that's even worse, man.
The NBA, and then you went through a tough time in the offseason with the death of your childhood friend Victor. Can you explain your mindset to us as you try to move forward this season?
Last year went by in a flash, so I ain't even thinking about it no more. It's about what I can do now with this team right here. Vic's gone, and sometimes I still can't believe it. But he's in a better place, and that has nothing to do with my play this season. None. So from now on, let's not bring up my past, and let's keep these things in basketball only, all right? I'm ready to take the next step this season, and that's all you need to know. Thank you.
Can't be sleeping, keep on waking without. The woman next to me. Guilt is Tune in now.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
That's right, it's here, the official start of the new NBA season. I'm Ernie Johnson, excited to be here once again with